All right, I thought I was going to save this for the next class, but I'll go ahead and do it since it's right there on topic. Lewin's change model. I know we've talked about change a lot, but I don't think we've officially talked about Lewin's change model and give it justice. So, when we're going to change something in the workplace, keep in mind that we're all pretty much creatures of habit, and we like our little comfort zone. Changes could include different processes. If we're doing continuous improvement, the processes are probably going to change. The paperwork trail is going to change. Trying to become more efficient. The hours might change. The job task might change. We might have a new rotation. We might form a new department. We might develop new values of some sort or new competitive priorities. Anyway, people are largely afraid of fear, especially when it comes quickly and they don't understand it. Now, I think they have the right to have time to think about things, have things explained, and to accept it, so they won't be so afraid. Human rights. First, before you announce change, do yourself a favor and think about those unintended consequences that can occur when we change something. We might think we're doing the right thing, but we might be causing problems down the road. And that's why we have this management on a whim concept where we need to not be the manager who just by the seat of their pants. We need to be a manager, leader who thinks through things to try to minimize the risk of change. And not, it's not nice to be whipping people around and changing them and it goes nowhere. So the first concept is we have three concepts: unfreeze, change, and refreeze. I don't know why it's not thaw, change, and freeze, but unfreeze, because people are locked in their ways. If we have a situation of improvement, continuous improvement, hopefully, possibly, you could get employees dissatisfied with the past or current situation. Hey gang, aren't you tired of this going on and this going on? Well, we're going to put into place this so this doesn't happen anymore. Aren't you tired of rework? We're going to change up the process. You'll get used to it, but the product's going to be a lot better and there's less rework and all of that stuff. So we kind of paint a picture of the future for the employee. Something for the change, the results. Hopefully there's no unintended consequences. But the change, we paint a picture of the future and how the workplace is going to be much better. Product, service is going to be better. And their life is going to be better. So next, if we can, we need to get input from the employees and involve them in the change. This helps them to accept the change and actually take ownership in the implementation of the change. If there are any fears with the change, we need to address those. We could discuss, what are you afraid of? You're afraid of losing, messing up. Hey, mistakes happen when we try something new. It's no big deal. So we address the fears and keep that two-way communication going on. Not to be directive, but have some participation. Allow that. That goes a long way. We explain fully why we're changing, and if possible, we go slow and we give them time for the change. Now, the result of this should be that they are ready for change. And hopefully they're even looking forward to it. Now, we might have to change all at once, or maybe the change can be gradual. But we need to not just drop the ball off on them. We need to be supportive and offer train and retrain and listen to the concerns that they have. We might find out that they have further improvements to make in whatever we're improving. So, we need to be supportive and train right here and watch it go on. Then we need to refreeze, where we lock in. We need to lock in Actually, if it works and everything's going fine, now we need to solidify, refreeze, and get people locked in. See, it might be reminders, updates, checkups. If we do a change, and you've probably experienced this too, there's a change and then there's no follow-up, which shows that the change was either forgotten, it's unimportant, or nobody's watching, therefore it's, why are we doing this? So the follow-up and the feedback, checkups, updates are all important as a leader to show that the change is really important to what we're doing. It's got, give it some backbone. We could also practice management by walking around, or leadership by walking around, and to get the concerns, if there's any further concerns with the employees, get their concerns and coach them through and help them. It also helps to show productivity updates. Show that the change was meaningful and it has positive results. It might be customer satisfaction updates. Hey, our customer satisfaction rates are going up because we speeded up the process due to that change that we made. So, where does management fail? Where does management fail on the Lewin's change model? Well, I would say many times they don't unfreeze. This is a simple model, folks. It's just 3 stages. The change might be too quick and there's no support. It's just empty. We don't get them ready for change. Change is empty. And then there's no follow-up. So management, actually, I used to say that management failed at unfreezing and refreezing, but really it's the whole darn thing. It's kind of amazing that Lewin got his name attached to a change model that only has 3 steps. But they're important steps and management tends to fail. So as HR, we would need to train the managers about this so we get a successful change. Management on a whim, one more time. Not only is it fearful, but it's like the boy that cried wolf. You announce a change, surprise everybody, toss in a little bit of change, here go change, and don't follow up, and never talk about it again. Strike 1. If you announce a change and nothing happens again, strike 2. If you announce a change and get halfway through or don't even go to buy the new equipment or whatever is needed, and strike 3. You are not a leader because you have no followers. You have blown your credibility. That's not a good thing. So, for whatever reason, this management on a whim, they announce something, you never hear from it again. They may have thought later about the unintended consequences, or maybe the priorities changed. But the point is, management on a whim, don't go out, announce change, and then nothing happens. I think that's the boy that cried wolf, right? He cried wolf, and then, oh, all of a sudden I'm really serious that there's a wolf? Okay, well, I know I announced change 3 or 4 or 5 different times and nothing happened, but this one's really important. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. No followers. It's a good one.